Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahi walhamdulillahi wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbana zidna ilma. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir. Rabbi wa tammim bil khair. So we are going to start our first session of this week. Today our topic is about types of maf'ul. So first the maf'ul, basically in jumla, if we just see here, just one sentence here, khalaqallahul arda. So the sentences we normally have subject, object and verb, three things. So brother Rida, I would ask you, can you please tell me what is subject, what is verb and what is object here?
Salam alaikum, brother.
Walaikum assalam, brother Rida.
The subject is Allah here because it's khalaqa. When it's khalaqa, He created. We have to look at if there is another subject which is here. Allah is our subject, khalaqa is our verb, and arda is our object.
Object. So this is subject, this is object, and khalaqa, this is verb. Verb is there. So we are going to start today about this to discuss about the objects. Types of objects are types of maf'ul, and the plural of maf'ul is mafa'il. In the table we discussed about fatih, maftuh, nasir, mansur. That is basically that those are ismul maf'ul. Ismul maf'ul, that is noun. Here we are discussing about this object. So as brother Rida mentioned that in this sentence we have subject, object and verb. So object is earth, al-arda. So this is object. And the characteristic is that it will always, its status will be mansub. It will be mansub always. So subject is marfu and verb, and this is object. So today we are discussing about the types of maf'ul, and plural of maf'ul is mafa'il. So what is the translation here? I would ask I would ask Noshin. Noshin, can you please just translate this? What is the translation here? Walaikum assalam.
Khalaqa, he created.
Yes.
Allah, al-ard, the earth. Allah created the earth.
Very good. So you just translated Allah created the earth. So Allah is what? Subject.
Yeah, it's the subject.
What about khalaq?
It's the verb.
Verb. And al-arda? Object.
It's the object.
Object. So subject, object and verb. And the characteristic of object that its status will always be mansub. It will always be mansub. So today we will discuss the different type of maf'ul, basically, that different type of objects. This is also one of the type of object here. If I see here, khalaqallahu, Allah created. Just if I take it up till here, Allah created. Now the point here, Allah created what? Allah created what? If the action is basically what? What action was done? Allah created the earth. And when the answer, my answer is in the form when the question is what? Allah created what? Allah created the earth. And this is basically in place of what? What was created here? That object is basically earth. So there will be action will be, it will be like what, when, where, why, in what state. We will see this is basically this required the types of maf'ul here. So here one of the type is Allah created what, and when the answer of what is that Allah created earth. In such cases, when the answer of what and when, what and who. So Allah here created the earth. So here what this is called maf'ul bihi. This is direct maf'ul. This is direct object. This is the first type of object is maf'ul bihi. The most commonly used object is maf'ul bihi, mean direct object. Allah created what? And here Allah created that what object? That is earth. And this maf'ul, this type is maf'ul bihi. First of all, we should be very clear about the object. In Arabic, we say it as maf'ul. Plural of maf'ul is mafa'il. And it will always be mansub. Now we are going the types of maf'ul. So one of the type is maf'ul bihi, direct object. It answers the question who or what when the action is done. Who or what action is done. Like khalaqallahul arda. Allah created what? Allah created the earth. That is what. And basically it answers the questions of what. So that is al-arda. We know that that is object because that is mansub. And but such type of object will be where the answer of the question is who or what. That is called maf'ul bihi, direct object. Like here, khalaqal insana. So here I would go to Buraq.
Assalamu alaikum wa
Walaikum
rahmatullah.
assalam. Can you please take this one?
Halakal insan. Halakal insan.
Oh,
He
before
created.
that, Brother Rida just explained this, that this is verb, this is subject, and this is object actually. And we are talking about the types of object. The first type of object is maf'ul bihi, which answers the who or what. So can you please tell me here what is subject, what is object, what is verb here?
Halaka is the subject and al insan is the object.
Al insana is object. Khalaqa is also what?
Verb.
What is verb here?
Halaka.
Khalaqa. And also you said what is then? Khalaqa means
He created.
he created. Khalaq, creation is verb basically. What is subject here?
Halaka.
No, what is the subject? What is the inside doer basically?
He.
He is basically here subject. Here Allah was subject, but here inside here. So he created. What about this?
Al insan is the object.
This insan is object. He created what?
Insan.
Insan.
Human.
So this will be, this is answering me about
Or what?
what action. So what action? The answer of what action is basically insana. So this is object, and this object, this type of object is what?
Maf'ul bihi.
Say 3 times.
Direct. Maf'ul bihi.
And it
Maf'ul
answers
bihi.
what?
Who or what?
Who or what? And in English we say it as
Direct object.
direct object. I will go to Musab. Musab, can you please take this?
He just went to washroom.
Okay, no problem. Then I will go to Tanjeen.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Yeah, Tanjeen, go ahead, please.
وعلم آدم أسماء.
So wa'allama, and he taught. He taught what?
Adam.
He taught who?
Prophet Adam alayhi
Okay,
salam.
Adam alayhi salam. This is answer. And he taught what? See here, there are two things here.
Asma.
Okay, forget about al-asma'a. Wa allama Adama. He taught who? He taught Adam. So Adam is here object. What type of object it is?
Direct object.
Because
مفعول به.
yeah, it is giving the answer of
Who or what?
who. What is what here?
الأسماء.
Al-asma. Meaning of al-asma is names.
Name.
Ism, asma. So can you please translate it?
And علم, he taught Adam عليه السلام الأسماء, names.
The names, yeah. And now combine the translation.
And he taught Adam and he taught Adam the names.
The names. So actual thing is not we are going to translate. We are just our topic is type of maf'ul, object. We know that this is verb. So from here we are it is on wa'allama, and he taught. Okay, that's it. But he taught what? He taught names. So this is maf'ul bihi. He taught whom? He taught who? So this is Adam. So such where the answer is who or what, this is mansub, and they are called direct object. The second type of maf'ul is object for reason. It answers the question why the action is done. Why the action is done. When this case, it will be such maf'ul will be called as maf'ul lahu. Like we have the example here. I will go to Ashar bhai.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
ينفقون أموالهم ابتغاء مرضات الله.
Okay.
ينفقوا, they spend أموالهم, their wealth.
Okay. Now, what action is here? Yunfiquna amwalahum. They spend their wealth. Why?
Why?
Ibtaqa.
Ibtagha. So ibtagha is what? It is object. Which type of object?
مفعول له.
Why it is maf'ul lahu? Because
it is answering the question of why.
Why? Yunfiquna amwalahum. They spend their wealth. Why? Ibtigha mardatillahi. In seeking the
Pleasure of Allah.
pleasure of Allah.
Satisfaction.
Yeah, pleasures of Allah. Can you please translate again?
Okay. They spend their wealth in seeking of pleasure of Allah.
In seeking pleasure of Allah.
In seeking pleasure of Allah.
So ibtigha is what? It is object. Which type of object is?
Maf'ul lahu, object for reason.
Reason it is. Thank you. So next is where object for time and place, maf'ul fihi. As we discussed in previous class, zarf makan and zarf zaman. When the answer is when and where. When and where. Yusabbihuna al-layla wan-nahara. They glorify day and night. They glorify. They do tasbih when? In night and day. So al-layla wan-nahara. This will be maf'ul fihi. This is object for time and place. From here we are getting the action. That what type of action? Is it who or what? Is it a why? Is it when or where? So we are getting it from here. The next will object, and this object, this is object, but what type of object it is? Maf'ul fihi. Yusabbihuna al-layla wan-nahara. They glorify. They do tasbih. They glorify. When? Al-layla wan-nahar. Or where? That will also be object for time and place. Maf'ul fihi. The next is object of state. In what condition? What was the situation? How the action is done? It answers the question how the action is done. Like here, I would go to Azhar bhai. Walaikum assalam.
وَادْخَلُوا الْبَابَ سُجَّدًا.
Wadkhulu. Okay. So here can you please translate first of
Uh, and they all enter in the door
door. How?
in the state of
Prostration. In state of prostration. How? While
prostration.
prostrating. Yeah, in state of prostration. So this is maf'ul. So this is called what?
Maf'ul hal or object of state.
And it will answer the how?
The question raised over here, how?
How the action is done. Yes, action is done. What was the action? They entered, as you said, you all, it is basically ordered. You all enter in the door. Udkhulu. This is udkhulu. So you all enter the doors. Door. How?
In
what state?
State of
Standing, sitting,
yeah,
sleeping, or in the state of prostration. So sujjadan. So this
yes,
basically, this is object. What type of object it is?
maf'ul hal.
Maf'ul hal.
This question is how.
How, or object of state. Thank you, Azar. The last one is maf'ul mutlaq, absolute object. In this, before going to this, look at the example here. This is kallama and this is taklim. So kallama and taklim both are same thing. So maf'ul and fail, their mada, their root is same, like to talk. This is also talking, this is also talking. Similarly here, see here, wala tubadhiru tabdhira. Tubadhir and tabdhir, both root is same. In such case, where maf'ul and fail root, verb root will be same. This is also talking, this is also talking. But this time, this is the second one, which is maf'ul. It will show the intensity, the nature, the number, in how much time, like this. So this type of maf'ul is maf'ul mutlaq, like وَكَلَّمَ اللَّهُ مُوسَى تَكْلِيمًا. Dr. Iqbal Shahid, please. Walaikum assalam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وكلم الله موسى تكليما and كلم he talked Allah Musa تكليما actual talking
Or while lengthy talking, or talk in length. Yeah, actual talking also. Yeah, go ahead.
and Allah spoke to Musa a lengthy talk.
Yeah, lengthy talk, talk in length. Yeah, actual talk, you said. Talking in length. So here the kallama and taklim. Here, okay, he talked, but this maf'ul is showing the intensity or number of times or the nature, it's showing it. But the root of this and the verb will be same. That is talking basically. So this taklima, this is maf'ul. What type of maf'ul it is?
Maf'ul mutlaq.
Maf'ul mutlaq. If I forget this taklima, just from here to here.
So Allah talked to Musa.
So Musa is what type of object then?
This is maf'ul bihi.
Bihi. It is answering
who?
Who? Allah talked to whom? Allah talked to Musa. Yeah, that's fine. So this is the claim. Next is wala tubadhiru tabdhira. Wala tubadhiru tabdhira. Here, this is also this and this both are same, but it is also showing the state or intensity. That meaning is, and don't spend. And tabdhira is also spend, but wastefully. Fazul kharchi. And don't spend wastefully. This is also showing the intensity. So don't spend. See, this tabdhira is basically, it is maf'ul, but what type of maf'ul it is? Maf'ul mutlaq. So there are 5 types of maf'ul. I will ask Brother Hamad, please just summarize these types of maf'ul, please.
Okay, so there are 5 types of maf'ul in the sentence. So the first one is the maf'ul bihi, where the answer is for who or what action. And the second one is maf'ul lahu, where the answer is for the why. And the third one is maf'ul fihi. It answers when and where the action was done. And maf'ul hal, it actually tells about the how action is done. And maf'ul mutlaq, where the root of fi'al and the maf'ul is the same.
Same. And basically this maf'ul is showing the intensity or number of times or nature of that. Okay. If I see here, can you please, Hamad bhai, tell me about maf'ul fihi, where is used here?
Maf'ul fihi.
What is maf'ul fihi?
قال ربي إني دعوت قومي ليلا
Nahara. Very nice.
Yeah,
Can you please translate it?
He said, Rabbi, oh my Lord, inni, indeed I da'utu, da'utu, I call upon you or call you, qawmi, my people, laylan, night, wanahara, and the days.
Okay.
So he said, oh my Lord, indeed I called or call my people days and night.
Yeah. He said, oh my Lord, indeed, I call my nation. I call my nation when?
Laylan.
When I call. That is, this is basically answering the when. Laylan wa
Nahara.
nahar. Thank you. Thank you, man. So next, my question is from, let me go to Anusha.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum. Anusha, can you please just tell me anyone here which have the maf'ul mutlaq, absolute object, where the root of fail and maf'ul is same? Fail normally comes in the beginning of sentence. Maf'ul mutlaq, fail and maf'ul will almost be same.
Warattila.
Yes, brother Azhar. Brother Rida. Yes, please go ahead, brother Rida.
Warattilil Qur'ana tartila.
Tartila. This is rattil, this is verb, and this is all this object. Here, both have coming from the same root. So, can you please translate it?
Warattila and recite the Qur'an with good recitation.
Yeah, beautifully. Good recitation with tajweed. Tartila, with good recitation. Beautifully. So, rattil, this is verb. But here, tartila, this is mansub. And this will be object. What type of object? Because it is basically showing the intensity or nature or number of time, and how this is maf'ul mutlaq. In root of fail and maf'ul is same. Okay. So Azhar bhai, can you please do it? Then we will go to breakout room. Azhar bhai.
Which one? ولما رجع موسى إلى قومه غضبان أسفا.
Okay.
And
what type of object this is? غضبان أسفا.
غضبان أسفا. مفعول حال.
Object of state. How? Okay. Can you please translate it? Combined translation, please.
And when Musa gathered
Return
toward his home in the state of
in the state of high anger, regretting, high anger, غضبان, regret, high anger. This is stress and regretting. So when the Musa returned to his nation, In what state? In Ghadban and Asifa. In Ghadban and Asifa, this is state maf'ul al. So we would go to breakout room to revise this lesson again.